ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I really hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by, as ever. I really do appreciate it. I've just spilt half of my tea everywhere, but there you go. If you haven't done so already, if you could hit the subscribe button, I really would appreciate it. If you could like the video for me as well, if you've got any comments that you want to make, please feel free, leave them in the comment section down below. Yeah, let's get into the video. Another win. That's great. So we are now unbeaten. 10 wins, 1 draw. We were so close. So close to going second again tonight. But Ipswich being Ipswich, they're just relentless at the moment. And like I said, I said it before in the last video, you can't do anything other than heap praise onto them. They are a relentless team. They're doing so well. You've got to give them credit. Unbelievable. I will say, though, their third goal was an absolute freak of nature. The ball's going out. If the guy's not sliding in, I've got no idea why the guy's sliding in like he is to put the ball into the back of the net, and turns from Leif Davis scoring own goals to Leif Davis creating own goals, and they win 3-2, and everything stays where it is, and we move on to Friday. So, first things first, I really want to put some respect on Mellier's name. I thought he played exceptionally well tonight, some good saves. In the last 2 games, he's actually been very good. And again, you don't just concede 3 goals since the turn of the year without having good defence and a good keeper, and it's defence that gets you really far in this league. We are now unbeaten in 20 games at home, which is phenomenal, really good. I think it's quite clear that the lads are absolutely knackered. They've had an absolute period of playing games. The travelling that they've had to do, the length between them playing 2 games always seems to be really weird. It seems absolutely ridiculous that we are playing Tuesday night and then we're playing again Friday night. I mean, it genuinely beggars belief that's actually happening. So Tuesday nights, you've got Wednesday night, Thursday night, and then we're playing again Friday night. So we've got 2 days to recover. I wouldn't be surprised if there are some changes in the team. I could potentially see Joseph starting. I thought Joseph was really lively when he came on, actually. Dan James was good as well. He took his goal really well. Just special mention for DJ. Yeah, I can see some changes happening. Rutter was good, but then started to lose the ball a lot in the second half. Stoke don't look like a bottom 3 team, which is really strange, really weird to say. Their biggest problem is that they're not very good at creating a lot of chances and putting teams under immense pressure. And if you've got a semi-decent defence and a good goalkeeper, you should be okay against them. But with that being said, I thought there were some... pause the wrong word, some very tired performances on the pitch tonight. I thought Rutter looked tired. I thought Somerville looked tired. Bamford looked a little bit tired as well. Gruev potentially looked a little bit tired. Ampadu and Rodon are fine. I've got no issues with them. Roberts was fine at right back. Byram was good when he, obviously having to come in, but it's clear that we're a little bit leggy. It's going to be a tough game against Sheffield Wednesday on Friday night, I think, because they have now, since their new manager's come in, they were on 4 wins on the bounce. So, yeah, that'll be a tough one. And it's going to be, obviously, at Hillsborough. So, we'll have to wait and see how that one turns out. We've got to be quicking on it from the start, which is why I think that Joseph should start. I thought Joseph looked lively when he came on. He made stuff happen, and what he did quite well was bringing Piru into the game quite a lot when Piru came on. So you might see both Joseph and Piru starting on Friday potentially, but we're moving to the game itself. Apart from a couple of weird bits, we were never really under any great pressure. We didn't really have to get out of second gear. I don't think we were under immense pressure at all. It was a game, and we won said game. The biggest importance is that we keep pace, which is what we've done. We need to get... It's not so much about the performance at this stage. It's more about the the actual result itself in getting the points. And the thing is that we walk away from that. And had their keeper not made, was it 2 really good saves in the first half? We go in at half-time 3-0 up. I think that's the facts. That Everson had made a couple of really, really good saves in the first half, and that always generally seems to happen with us, that we come up against keepers that are seem to find a bit of form whenever we play them. But yeah, I don't know, just our fans again. It's weird. We've won, and you'd think to some that we'd lost. We can't do anything about Ipswich. We just have to be there if and when shit happens. It's as simple as that. You can't do anything about it. That's just been, Ipswich all season. Yeah, you could call it luck or whatever, but you've got to make your own luck, and they are making their own luck. They're relentless. And you have to give them credit for that. So there's still a long way to go yet. There's still some tricky games that everybody has to play. I think they've got Cardiff at the weekend, and they're at Cardiff as well. So it'll be interesting to see how that one kind of works out. I don't think they've been as good away from home. I could be completely wrong. But what can you do? You've just got to keep pace with it. It is a mental championship season, and as grueling and as stressful as it is, it's just one of those things. It's just the way that this season is going. You've just got to ride it out. And like I said, once we get to Friday and the international break comes in, which we desperately need, it'll be interesting to see how it then goes after that. I'm confident. I still think we have every chance possible of hitting the second spot. It's going to be interesting to see how Leicester play and what Leicester do, and also Southampton as well. Obviously, they're in the mix as well. The whole 4 of them are all in the mix. It's interesting, but I'm not overly concerned with the performance tonight. We won. At the end of the day, you get the result. It's that simple. I don't think there's anything to be overly concerned about, other than the fact that we just look a little bit tired, and maybe a little bit of a freshen up needs to happen, and we do have the squad capable of being able to supply a bit of a freshen up in that basis. Hopefully Anthony will be back. Obviously he's been at his mum's funeral, I think it was, so I hope all of that went very well, and that he was able to give the send off that she needed and everything, and deserved. So we should have options there available for us overall. Just a weird one. We've got the 3 points, and I don't know, just scrolling through Twitter, if it wasn't for this channel, I genuinely don't think I'd have Twitter, because it sucks the life out of you. It's one of the reasons why I don't have Facebook, because it just sucks the life out of you completely and annoyingly. But overall, like I said, was it an absolutely stellar performance? No, not at all. Did we get the job done? Yes. Did their keeper have a good game? Yes. Otherwise, we win it probably 3-0. Overall, we started off brightly. Yes, we got leggy in the second half. Yes, it was a bit more of a battle in the second half. Yes, we let them into it, but we were never really overtly troubled. It was never wave after wave after wave after wave of attack. And again, we have conceded 3 goals since the start of this year. That's not too bad. It's not bad going. And, you look at it with Ipswich, and the one thing that I will say is that, yes, they're relentless, and yes, they're good, and you give them the props. If you look at the way that the games, in terms of how they're winning them and stuff, they'll be coming up against some teams a little bit higher up the league that might be a little bit more down for putting them to the sword a little bit more. Who knows? I mean, you could speculate, but like I said, you have to earn the position, and you have to earn it. And at the moment, they completely are deserved of where they are. It's just one of those things. Sometimes you just have to shrug your shoulders and say, do you know what? Fair play. But that's going to do it. I'm not overly concerned. On to Friday, Yorkshire Derby. I just hope that we sign off this little period with another win and make it 11 wins, 1 draw, and 36 points out of however many points it is. So, like I said, no, 31 out of 33, so make it 34 out of 36 points. You can't be any happier than that. And nobody would have predicted that that would have happened so far. So we got to stay happy with it. So I know I might sound a little bit muted, but I'm not. I'm happy we win. We move on to the next one. How do you think the game went? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. I do think we're ready for the break. I think that the travelling has taken its toll on the boys immensely in terms of the distances that we've had to travel. That little bit with Plymouth, I think, has probably really sucked the life out of everybody. And obviously going down to play Chelsea as well. So it's just one of those things. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button now. If you've enjoyed the video, like it. Like I just said, if you've got any comments that you want to make, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. And yeah, we move on to the next one. Let's hope we can go and get another 3 points. And as ever, thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate you taking the time out to listen to me waffle and carry on. And for those that care, I am way better than what I was last week, apart from having the worst cold sore on my nose here that I've ever had in my entire life, which is a really nice thing. And I'm not going to do a close-up of it for you. So yeah, take care. Cheers.